Hi, and welcome back to another Amazon selling video. If you're new to my channel, my name is Nikki Kirk, and I am out here in Oklahoma on my property. That dirty, over there looking pond is actually what we call bass pond because apparently it has a lot of bass in it. We don't fish, so we don't know. But the plan the plan here is to build a cabin out there that we will Airbnb out. So hopefully eventually you can come stay on Bass Pond. Anyways, this will be my 6th Q4 of selling on Amazon. It is kind of crazy, but it's absolutely my favorite time of year. And if you sell on Amazon, I'm sure it's about to be your favorite time as well. Every year I do better and better than the year before. And last year in 2021, I did over half of my sales in those 3 months of Q4. You heard that right. Half of my full year of sales in just 3 months. So hopefully that gets you excited. And in this video, I'm going to walk you through some Q4 prep that you can do right now if you haven't already. Before I jump into that, if you like my channel, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, tell a friend, because it helps me as a content creator, because then YouTube will show me to more people. So it costs you nothing. And when you hit that subscribe, it's like you're telling a friend, because it tells YouTube, hey, this is a good channel and I can help more people sell on Amazon. So thank you guys so much if you've done that already. I truly appreciate it. It means a lot to me. And I am just fascinated by this whole YouTube thing in general. But anyways. Okay, so what is Q4? Now, if you already know, you're just going to have to skip past this part. So Q4 is quarter 4. So in traditional retail, normal retailers will do a calendar year retail calendar. So each quarter is 3 months. So January through March is Q1 and so on. So October, November, and December is technically Q4. And that's what we're talking about, quarter 4. Now, some retailers do different fiscal years where their fourth quarter might actually be January to February or whatever, but we're just talking normal Amazon retailers. Our Q4 is October, November, and December. However, I like to say September is the bonus Q4. It's really the kickoff because you're already sending in stuff for Halloween in September. So that's your first tip. Start sending stuff in now for October for Halloween. Now, one of the things that comes up often is regarding Q4 is toys and FBM. And you've probably even seen it in some of my past years' videos because it was a thing every single year. There was this whole thing where you had to do 25 FBM orders in order to FBM toys during the holidays. Every time an email would come out every year, like clockwork, sellers would be super confused because it is kind of confusing. The good news is that last year it never happened. So I am assuming that it won't happen again. So you can FBM toys during Q4. If you can sell toys, if you're ungated in toys, you can FBM them if you so choose to. So don't worry about any of that. If you hear other people talking about it, it's probably old videos. And if it happens again this year, I will definitely do a video breaking down exactly what it means. So the good news is don't have to worry about any of that. You don't have to do a certain amount of orders in order to FBM. None of that. You can just sell as normal on Amazon. That leads me to my number one piece of advice in order to prepare for Q4 right now is get ungated. If you are gated and stuff, if you're already outsourcing and you're like super frustrated that you can't sell that or you can't sell that brand or that whole category is gated, get ungated now. You will thank me when Q4 comes around. Because literally everything is selling, especially toys. Now, toys will sell year-round, so a lot of people are like, when do I stop sending in FBA toys? Never. Always send in toys FBA. They always sell. People are buying toys year-round. However, if you can sell these hot toys, like last year it was Gabby's Dollhouse, that thing was going for crazy money and crazy profits. So if you can sell those toys, you will make a lot of profit. So if you are gated in grocery and Topical, which is beauty, and any of the premium brands, and if you're gated in toys and Lego and Star Wars and all those kind of brands that you are just super frustrated when you're at the stores, I have guides that can help you walk through. They are affordable. The minimum orders are low. Some of them you can spend whatever you want to. Some of them have low minimum orders of $100 or $200. But the thing is that you want to invest that money now to get ungated, because when you get ungated, you will see those profits come back as that investment so fast. It's a tax write-off for your business anyway, so you're investing money in your business to grow, and you can deduct that from all your profits so that your liability come tax time is lower. So it's really important to invest in your company when you can. So whether that's supplies, whether that's trainings, whether that's ungating orders, whatever you need to do now, Prepare for Q4 that way by getting ungated. Another piece of advice and something to plan right now is to plan your capital situation. How much money do you have for your business? How much money can you invest in inventory during Q4? Because take it from me, I ran out of money my first Q4 in November, in the height of when you're sending everything in FBA, when you're FBMing, when you need that money to make that profit. So if you are wise and smart with your money and you want to invest in a credit card, maybe that's something you do now to have that ready for you. I don't say that lightly. As someone who has been out of credit card debt twice in her life, I do not recommend getting a credit card if you are not responsible with it. However, for my business, I love a credit card and I use it all the time. You get free points. I've gotten like first class tickets from points and whatever you need. If you want cash back, whatever it is, there's credit cards out there to help you. Maybe you're going to do it with just cash. That's perfectly fine too. Have a plan in order to make the most of that money, whether that's making wise buying decisions now, not taking any risks that are going to tie up your money in your inventory. And so now that thing is not selling that you kind of took a risk on. And now you have that money tied up at Amazon instead of having the money to buy more inventory. You want to get really familiar with wise purchases now. So learn your Keepa charts. Learn how to identify if a product is profitable. Look at Keepa, see how the sales rank has been. Are there tons of offers or are there not a lot of sellers? Now, all these different things that you want to master right now. Now, a lot of sellers does not mean that I'm not going to buy something, especially if the rank is really low. But if the rank is high and there's a lot of sellers, then I kind of second guess if I want to buy something. So just something to note as you're going through Keepa and how many sellers, but make those wise purchase decisions now. Learn what was a risk. Learn from if you've sold stuff already, like what should you have not bought? What did you learn from that situation? And how can you go forward wiser during Q4? So Q4, everything is going to sell, pretty much everything. I mean, obviously stuff might not sell. You might have some bad buys, but pretty much everything is going to sell. So you want to be in a position to be able to stock your shelves as much as possible. And that comes down to planning wisely with your capital. If you're already running thin right now, that's probably a key that you need to figure something out. If you can invest all of your money, your payouts from Amazon, back into your company, roll it over, make a snowball, your profit payout at the end of the year is going to be a lot bigger and you're just going to be so excited that you kept that money train going. If you have not done an FBM order, I'm telling you, you need to do it now. Find something you can list FBM and get prepared for it. Because believe me when I tell you, there will be something that you want to FBM during Q4, if not multiple things. There is so much money out there up for grabs that if you can FBM and make that sell faster, you're going to get that profit faster. Last year, when the Q4 Bolo group and I were all on the hunt for this profitable lead that a member had shared, we were all FBMing it. I found 136 of them in one Walmart. I sold them all over 2 days and I made over $1,400 in profit in 2 days. This is what I'm telling you about when you're not going to be able to pass up that profit that comes with FBM. So you want to get familiar. You want to know what your shipping costs are. You want to have the shipping template set up. You don't want to go into it blindly because I know that you will want to get that product and you will learn FBM on the fly during Q4. So why not learn now? Why not do that preparation now so that it's more comfortable? Because FBM can be scary when you've not done it, but I'm telling you it's not really that scary and it's not that hard, and you want to get all those little mistakes out now when it's not as costly and as hurtful to your business as learning it on the fly during Q4 when everything is crazy anyways. Now that profitable lead, I could have sent it in FBA, but it wouldn't have been in time for Christmas and it would have come down in price as all the sellers freak out for whatever reason. Don't freak out. Whatever reason, everyone starts dropping their price because they feel like they need to offload in their inventory. You guys, January sales are just as good as November and December sales. So don't freak out. Keep your prices high. But anyways, that's what happens if I would have FBM'd it. It would have just come down in price, down, 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 to where it wasn't making as much profit or any profit at all. So you're going to want to FBM. Start now. Find something small, lightweight, fits in a padded envelope, under a pound, and you can say that it's not going to be more than $6 to sell it first class. So sending it ground first class. And if you send it from UPS with the Amazon credits right now, it might even be like $3 or $4. So it's not going to cost you a whole lot, and you're going to learn a lot in the process. Find one thing, list just one at a time to figure it out, and see how it goes. You're going to thank me, I promise. If this is your first Q4 and you want my help doing retail arbitrage during Q4, I have newly updated my 2022 Retail Arbitrage Guide to Q4 to walk you through how to source, what to look for. I literally list out all the items I've sold over the years to help you identify not just the known, like obvious hot toy brands, but everything else that's selling during Q4, what to look for, how to go through stores' advertisements to know if you should buy that or not buy that. Here's a hint, Black Friday is not the best deals. They actually happen other times of the year. So I walk you through all of that and more in my Retail Arbitrage Guide to Q4. It's available on my website if you want it at yoursellingguide.com/Q4. I also have whole bundles where you can get Ungated in all the premium brands, in toy, topical, all of it, all for one price with a discount, or you can just get what you need if you just need that Q4 guide. It's there to help you. I also have the group opening up, the Q4 coaching and Bolo group. That'll be coming really soon, opening in September for you to join. So if you're not already on my email list, definitely sign up for my emails and you'll be the first to know when the group opens. The last thing you should be doing to prep for Q4 right now is looking to the kids. What are the new shows coming out? What are the movies coming out? What are they watching right now? What new toy brands are coming out? Now, if you have kids, you can notice what commercials are coming on for the new toys. If you're like me and you don't have kids in your life, you can just go out into the stores and see what are the new brands of toys popping up. All of the stores right now are doing holiday resets to their aisles. So all these new things that when you were scanning before, you didn't see them there, now they're a new toy. You want to watch it and see if that's a hot toy. Now, if you start to notice that it was there and now it's not there, or maybe it's getting hard to find, you want to notice that early so you can still find it, right? But that's a key indicator that it's going to be a hot product. Last year was Gabby's Dollhouse. I don't know what it's going to be this year. So I'm really excited to see what it is because I'll probably be FBMing it and I'll definitely be on the hunt for it. So those are my tips on how to prep for Q4 right now. I'll still be doing more Q4 videos as we get into Q4 here. But don't forget, if you want to be on the first to know when my Q4 coaching Bolo group comes out, we have live hangouts where we all chat in Facebook. We are all on the hunt for that $1,400 lead. Again, that was in the Q4 Bolo group. So definitely consider these things if you want to be a part of it. It is coming out in September. Thank you guys for hanging out with me. If this is your first Q4, I'm super excited to hear how it goes for you. Hopefully you'll join us in the group. And if not, I will see you back here for another Amazon selling video.